Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. Today I'm going to talk about the very last, as you guys will call now, download from my spiritual. I went through a huge spiritual awakening. Now it's been a continual growth since then. I've been having lots of powerful experiences since then. I don't think you just go through a spiritual awakening. So this one was my first real spiritual awakening. It was 6 months. Every night there was a new learning, and I'm going to give you the final learning, okay? This is important in this series of what I've been making the last 3 videos before this. And I'm going to bring up Narcissist and the book of Genesis. This isn't just biblical teachings. These teachings are also taught in Buddhism, by the way, and other teachings, okay? On the planet, there are these people in the Bible, they call them the serpent in the book of Genesis. And Jesus, when he pulled them out of the people, the serpent or the evil spirits, and threw them in the swine. Nowadays, the same exact thing we now call narcissists, but the word was changed because they don't want you to know who they are, and that is what the world is about to wake up to. And a lot of us have been waking up to this over the last 2 years, a lot and more, but there's been a mass awakening that's been going on. Okay, so the reason why I know this is because when I went through it this time in a very conscious way, the last narcissist abuse, I saw it. And then I realized, oh my God, this is what the book of Genesis was talking about. These are the same evil spirits that Jesus took out of the people, threw into the swine, and the swine ran off the cliff into the water and died, okay? All right, so I'm gonna cut right to the chase. So here's what the learning was, okay? And I'm going to explain what's been going on. It is really clear once you have these experiences. So life, okay, so the very last learning, okay, okay, this is cool. All right. So I went to sleep, fell asleep at nighttime, and then eventually I'd go into this other space, okay, and all of a sudden there was like this learning going on. Now here's what happened. It was real simple. It was just like there was nothingness. I was like, okay. Very conscious. There's absolutely nothing. Nothing. And then all of a sudden, it was almost like a chalkboard or something, or a marker, and it was a rectangle, and I was like, this was like the most, and this is the way it would teach me. It would just give me symbols, but symbols would give me a lot of information. So I'm kind of like, okay, because normally it would continue until it finished it, and then I went, oh, the beginning and the end, the alpha and the omega. I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden I saw little things like floating in, like streamers almost. And I'm like, what is that? It's like, oh, that's our spirits. That's the angels that are coming down to earth, right? That talks in the Bible, the book of Genesis. I'm like, okay. I'm thinking like the beginning to end. And then there was a thing that we said time. I was like, oh, beginning end is time. It's like, okay. And then it made it 3-dimensional. And then it was like, it added like colors to it. And I was like, oh, like the 5 senses, the right brain. Because the right brain is about see, hear, feel, smell, and taste. So it's about flavors and different sounds and music and different emotions and feelings. And that's the right brain, right? I was like, oh, and I finally, it was just a knowing. I didn't hear anything, but it was like it was communicating. Life is a gift. Life is a gift that was meant to be enjoyed. That was the phrase that it gave to me. And it changed my whole life from that point forward. Because being raised in the Christian church, it was always about punishment. You're going to hell. You're going to damnation. Fiery pits of hell. Let me say something right now. This whole 6-month thing made it really clear. God doesn't want to punish you. God's not some, is it masochist or sadistic person or being. We're God's children. That was one of the lessons. God loves us. Now, there are demonic narcissists. That's a totally different story. And where we're at right now, in the video I made just before this or before that one, the veil has been lifted. Or it's lifting. It's going to lift for a lot more of you. And you're going to start seeing, it's like also in the Bible, it talks about how there's going to be a separation of the wheat and the husk or the tare. And so what happened was, again in the Bible, in the Old Testament, it talks about how the seed of Seth and the seed of Cain. Cain killed Abel. Abel's dead. So Seth is good. That seed are the good people, the good spirits on the planet. And Cain, what he had to do to keep his seed going on, he had to interbreed and mix with the seed of Seth. And I didn't understand what that meant until a year ago, until this whole narcissist abuse happened. They cannot survive on this world unless they hide from us. They can't go to work if you know what they are. And that's what's being revealed. A lot of people are already seeing it now in the last few years, 2-3 years or more. People are really, and I think the final veil is the masses are going to see the separation, because that's what's happening. If you notice that people are suddenly like way over here or they're way on this side and there's not like intermingling anymore, the seed is being separated. And now we're going to see who the hell the seed of Cain are, okay? So that's what's happening. So here's the point. If you've dealt with narcissist abuse, what's their number one goal? To make you miserable, live in absolute terrorizing fear. So they want to, and another thing about narcissists, they're time wasters. Do not let anybody waste even 5 minutes of your time. If you notice someone's wasting your time, get rid of them, cut them out. They're doing it on purpose, because what they want to do is they want to ruin your life. So instead of living this joyful, happy, fruitful life, which is the gift from God, they want to ruin it and destroy it. And then one day you're dead and your life was just misery. If you've dealt with narcissist abuse, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right? So that's what's happening. I am telling you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, life is a gift that was meant to be enjoyed, and it was from God. This whole creation was designed for one purpose: see, hear, feel, smell, and taste, so we could smell life, so we could feel emotions and love. Even in the Bible, but there's a movie made with Nicolas Cage and that blonde lady. I can't think of her name right now. She was one of my favorite actresses. Is Nicolas Cage fell in love with her when he was in heaven, and he said, "I'm gonna fall. I don't care. I'm gonna go down to earth." And when he hits earth, he was on a construction site, and he got a bloody nose, and they're like, "What the hell?" Like, he made this loud thump, and the constructor, "What are you doing here?" And they're, "Oh, sorry. He didn't really know what was going on." And suddenly he felt pain, like, "Whoa, what's that?" And then he felt love. Angels don't feel love. Okay, so. In the Bible, it says the angels are jealous of man because I don't remember if it says because we feel love or because we get to experience the 5 senses. We basically get to experience emotions, good and bad, up and down, left and right, happy, sad, this whole thing. It's like a roller coaster ride. This is a gift from God that was meant to be enjoyed. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Free yourself from bondage. And remember, God is not hiding from you. You hid from God because the narcissist/serpent convinced you that you were shameful and unworthy and you were this bad, unclean being. It's because they threw their uncleanliness on you. We'll release it and throw it back onto them. You are here to enjoy your life. We are going through an amazing experience right now. I absolutely love where we're at. We are in this is my phrase, how I say it. We are in the book of Revelations, and I think it's awesome because it has brought true everything that I've read, heard, was taught as a child and as an adult. I'll tell you something that happened to me. I am feeling this absolute peace. I have no worries for the first time in my life while the world's going through hell. It's a very interesting experience, but it was meant to be. There are people here, light workers, that are here to help you through this. And that's why I had to go through all that hell to bring up my emotions and issues and go to therapy, go to energy healers to clear, heal. But I don't even think it's that. I think that does help. But I think it's just, I guess what I'm trying to say is a lot of people are freaking out right now. And for the first time in my life, I just threw all that out the window. I just completely surrendered to it. And that's the key. Hey, this is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. If you need help through this, get a hold of me. I'm charging a sliding scale, $125 to $250. But if you can't afford that, we can go a little bit lower. Either way, God bless you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, click like, click subscribe if you like these videos, and click that bell. Bye.